Hello and welcome to day 18 of 25 days of yoga for 2025. I'm so glad to have you here for our yoga practice today. Today we have a 25-minute practice that I've titled Stand Tall. I'm really looking forward to guiding you through this one, and I hope that you enjoy it. Begin by coming into a comfortable cross-legged seated position and gently rest your hands on the tops of your knees or thighs. Take a breath in through your nose, and on your breath out, let your shoulders fall further away from your ears and let them fully relax. Notice the sensation in your body change as you lift yourself to sit up even taller. Feel your spine lengthen and feel the crown of your head rise up slightly. Now focus all of your attention onto this breath that has been passively flowing in and out through your nostrils. Let your mind discover the temperature of the air as it passes in, and then let it notice the temperature of the air as it passes out. Can you be fully entranced by this feeling of air and gentle breeze that you are creating? Now slide your hands forward onto the fronts of both knees. Now on inhale, pull your upper body forward towards your knees and let your arms gently bend as your shoulders are sent back and towards one another. Let your gaze lift towards the sky, and then on exhale, lean back slightly and begin to round your spine and tuck your chin towards your chest. Your arms will straighten. Inhale, draw your knees towards you and send your shoulders back and down as your spine arches. And exhale, lean back slightly and round your spine. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Inhale, pull yourself forward and arch your spine, gaze lifts. Exhale, lean back slightly and round in towards yourself. Inhale and arch forward as your gaze lifts. And exhale, round your spine. On inhale, bring yourself back to a neutral spine, and exhale, let it all go. Place both palms behind either hip now, and step your feet up to plant on your mat a little bit wider than mat's width distance, and turn your toes out slightly. Inhale, sit up nice and tall, shoulders back and down. Exhale, let both knees fall towards your left side. Inhale, lift your knees back through center, feet plant to the ground. And exhale, let your knees fall towards your right side now. Inhale, bring your knees back through center. Exhale, let them fall to the left and open your hips out. Inhale, find center. And exhale, knees fall to the right. Inhale, find center, feet plant. Exhale, knees to the left. Inhale, center. And exhale, knees fall to the right. Inhale, lift through center. And on exhale, sweep your legs behind you and bring yourself up to stand on your knees. Notice the length all the way up your spine and through the back of your neck as you stand here. Lift your hands to your hips and step your left foot out long to the side with the side of your foot parallel to your mat. Square your hips and shoulders towards the front of your space, and on inhale, lift your arms up high and overhead. Exhale, relax your shoulders. Inhale, reach high through your fingertips. Exhale, sweep your right hand down to the mat beside you and let your left arm come overhead towards the right. Inhale, lift up through your core back through center. Exhale, let your left hand come to your left leg and right arm reaches overhead towards the left. Inhale, lift both arms up through center. Exhale, right palm sweeps to the mat beside you, left arm reaches overhead. Inhale, lift through center, and exhale, plant your left hand to your left leg and reach your right arm over. Inhale, lift back through center, and exhale, bring your hands back down to your hips. Step your left foot back in to stand next to your right. And now step your right leg out long with the side of that foot parallel to the side of your mat. Once again, square your hips and shoulders towards the front of your space. And on inhale, lift both arms up high. And exhale, relax your shoulders down. Inhale, reach through your fingertips, and exhale, sweep your left palm down to the mat now and reach overhead towards the left with your right arm. Inhale, lift through center with your core. Exhale, let your right palm come to your right leg as left arm reaches over, gaze up under your left bicep. Inhale, find center. Exhale, left palm comes to the mat, right arm reaches over, gaze up under your right bicep. Inhale, lift through center. And exhale, right hand comes to the right leg, left arm reaches overhead. Inhale, lift both arms high, back through center. And exhale, lower your hands to your hips and step your left leg back in towards your right. Now tuck both sets of toes underneath of you and place your hands down onto the mat in front of you. Walk your hands back towards yourself until you come off of your knees and your weight is in the balls of your toes with hands planted. On inhale, keep a deep bend in your knees and send your heels to the ground at the same time as your hands for forward fold, Uttanasana. Breathe and stay here with your knees bent, or if you're curious, invite them to straighten. Inhale and deeply bend your knees, send your hips back and down over your heels, and lift your chest and arms up high. Exhale, hinge forward, send your palms back to the earth, and invite your knees to straighten if they'd like to. Inhale, deeply bend, send your hips back and down to hover as your chest and arms lift. Exhale, hinge back to forward fold. Inhale, deeply bend your knees, lift your chest and arms. And exhale, fold. Inhale, bend your knees to hover and lift your chest. Exhale, hinge forward, Uttanasana. Now place a deep bend in your knees. Inhale, and on exhale, lift your hands off of the ground and around your spine, vertebra by vertebra, all the way up to stand. Once you're standing tall, take a breath and circle your neck a few times in either direction. Release your circles and come back to center. When you do so, walk forward to find yourself at the top of your mat, with your feet parallel beneath you at about hips width distance. Feel your knees stack over your ankles and your hips stack over your knees. And then find length all the way up your spine and feel as you create even a millimeter more of space on all four sides of your ribs. On inhale, lift your arms up high and overhead, and exhale, relax your shoulders. Continue inhaling and exhaling through your nose as you stand here, tall in your Tadasana mountain pose. Relax what does not need to be held with tension or tightness. And feel as your feet, your roots firmly ground you into the floor and support your entire length. Inhale, reach high through your fingertips, shoulders lift. Exhale, relax your shoulders, hold them here once again. Watch as any stories or thoughts pass in through your mind, and then watch yourself let them go and come back to this moment. Allow yourself to hold here in Tadasana for a few more breaths. Inhale and reach high towards the sky. And on exhale, sweep your arms back down by your sides. Bring your hands up to your hips and shift your weight into your right leg and ground through your right foot. Inhale, lift your left leg, knee bent in front of you at hip height. And exhale, step that left leg all the way back and down a full leg's length to land on the balls of your toes. Watch your front right knee track right over your front right ankle. And if you feel any compression in your low back, adjust your hips forward and back slightly until you find a comfortable place. Your hands can stay here, or inhale and lift them high and overhead. Exhale, relax your shoulders. Virabhadrasana, warrior. Fix your gaze up towards the sky without tilting your head, and feel your power and strength in this asana. Inhale and reach your fingers high towards the sky. And on exhale, turn your back foot in and down to come parallel to the back of your mat, and lower your arms down into a T position at shoulder height. Square your hips and shoulders towards the side of your mat and gaze over your front right fingertips. Keep your front right knee stacked right over your right ankle, and energetically draw your legs towards one another without moving them to stabilize you in your Parsha Virabhadrasana side warrior. Deeply inhale, and on your exhale, straighten your front right leg. Inhale, lift your right arm high towards the sky, and exhale as your left arm travels down the back of your left leg. Gaze up under your right bicep, and keep your left hand here or take a bind behind your low back. Feel yourself continuing steady breaths as you hold here in your reverse triangle. Deeply inhale and reach your right hand further back towards the sky. And exhale, lift back through center and bring your hands back to your hips. Pivot your front right foot in to come parallel to your left. And then pivot your left foot out to face towards the back of your mat, now the front of your mat. Place a deep bend in your front left knee and square your hips and shoulders towards the side of your mat. Watch your left knee stack over left ankle, and on inhale, lift your arms back to their T position and gaze over your left fingertips in Parsha Virabhadrasana. Feel yourself ground through your feet, all the way up your legs and your spine and the crown of your head here. Breathe as you hold. Take one more inhale through your nose, and on your exhale, straighten your left leg. Inhale, lift your left arm up and back towards the sky as your right travels down the back of your right leg, and gaze under your left arm. Keep your right arm here or take a bind and reach further in your reverse triangle. Inhale and exhale as you sustain here. Inhale, reach up and back further through your left hand. And exhale, lift back through center and place a deep bend back in your front left knee. Inhale, lift your arms up through center. And exhale, pivot your back foot forward so both of your sets of toes face the same direction. Adjust here to find comfort and stability in your Virabhadrasana and hold. Feel as you lift your chest even higher and gaze towards the sky. And exhale. Inhale, reach your fingertips high towards the sky above. And exhale, lower your hands down to your front left thigh. Step your right foot forward to meet your left at about hips width distance. And on inhale, lift your arms up high and overhead. And exhale, relax your shoulders. Stay here and turn your body around to face the original front of your mat. Inhale and exhale. Notice what feels different in your Tadasana now. Inhale, reach your fingertips high, and exhale, send your hands down to your hips. Now adjust your feet underneath of you at hips width distance and shift your weight completely into your right foot and root down into the ground. Come up onto your left toes and turn your knee out so you can rest your left heel on top of your right ankle. Fix your gaze onto something not moving and stay here. Or if you'd like, lift the sole of your left foot to the inside of your right calf or all the way up to the inside of your right thigh. Press your foot and leg inward towards one another firmly. Your hands can stay at your hips for Vrikshasana tree pose, or on inhale, grow your tree and send your arms up high. Exhale, relax your shoulders. Press your left knee back and imagine your right foot acting as the roots of your tree, keeping you stable as you hold in Vrikshasana. Inhale, reach your fingers high towards the sky, and exhale, lower your palms to heart center. Now step your left foot down to meet your right and release your arms down by your sides and take a breath. Soak in the impact of your tree. Open your eyes if they came to a close and bring your hands back to your hips. And now shift your weight into your left leg. Come up onto your right toes, open out your knee and rest your right heel on the inside of your left ankle and stay here. Or lift the sole of your right foot up to the inside of your shin or your left inner thigh. Press your foot and your knee in towards one another and keep your eyes fixed on your drishti, that non-moving focal point. Stay here, or on inhale, grow your tree tall and strong. And exhale, relax your shoulders. Gently push your right knee back to stabilize you as you hold in this beautiful Vrikshasana. Imagine yourself as an oak tree, standing tall and unwavering in the face of wind and weather. Inhale, reach high towards the sky, and exhale, bring your palms to touch at heart center. Lower your right foot down to meet your left, and let your arms hang by your sides as you take a breath. And once again, soak up the impact of Vrikshasana. Open your eyes and bring your hands to your hips now. Gently bend your knees and hinge forward until your spine is parallel to the ground. Now lower your hands to the mat and step one knee back and then the other, and slowly walk yourself down to lay on your belly. Your arms can rest by your sides, or you can rest your forehead in front of you on your forearms. Feel the entire length of your body press into the ground to reconnect you with the earth element. We are beings that inhabit this earth, but within us we are this earth as well. You belong here and you have so much good and light and love to show this earth. I invite you now to rest here and draw your mind back to the feeling of your breath whenever your mind starts to wander elsewhere. This is your time for your Shavasana. I invite you to stay here connected to the earth in the Shavasana for as long as you'd like before eventually pressing yourself up to a seated close. I'll let you go now and rest for as long as you'd like. I'll see you back here tomorrow for day 19. Namaste and Jai Bhagwan, and rest well.